Wagwan is your humble host, Big Truck. Grab your shoulder pads and your helmet and peep this out.
Because we're sold a dream. We're sold a dream of, oh, it's supposed to look this way. But the second that you got to be accountable, the second that you have to be mindful of your voice, the second that you have to regulate your own emotions, the second that you have to stop taking things so personally, oh, now we got a problem. Now I don't want to be a wife anymore. I'm not happy. What does that mean?
Baby, let me tell you something. I asked the elder, I asked somebody of wisdom, and are you happy? Unhappiness is not a reason for divorce.
I don't ever. Go get happy. Go get happy. What makes you happy? And why have you not done the work? And more so than not doing the work, if over time you've allowed space, which allows disconnection, which allows that space for resentment to grow inside of. So now I feel like I'm over here, you're over there. You don't want to do the work that created the disconnect, to overcome the disconnect, right?
And when we talk about doing the work, right? I remember in my marriage, my ex was talking about that. You lied. You said that you did the work and you didn't. It's like, whoa, player. My work started. Elohim will show you other areas where you need work at. And when you submit yourself to the Most High, He will guide you and work you through that. See, don't sit up there and make statements and talk about doing the work when you haven't done the work. Because it shows in your behavior, it shows in your actions that you didn't do the work, especially when your back is up against the wall, all hell is breaking loose. And when life happens, your true nature, your true self is being revealed, is being shown. And I'm sitting there like, all this queen talk, all of this positivity, this good advice that you have. But look, you can't even take your own advice. But yeah, you want to get on me. But look at you. And lo and behold, after 14 months, well, she filed for divorce when I was fighting for my marriage, because I take marriage seriously. I take the vows seriously. I stay true to the game. Player to player, pimp to pimp.
So now you've allowed compounding feelings, compounded upset, compounded resentment. You've allowed all of these things to put us like this. Are you willing to do the work? Most people are like, nope, it's too hard. I'm going to quit, take all the lessons they learned from this relationship, and then go do the same exact thing in a new relationship.
Wow.
Or they sit up there and tell you, I did spiritual healing. Spiritual healing? It takes a lot more than spiritual healing. How about some counseling? How about some therapy? Because you have some unresolved childhood issues that you ain't dealt with. But because at points in time of your life, those things will show up and you can't handle it very well. Large number of women grew up with no father in the home, and it shows. Or you had a stepdad, but he didn't pour into you because he was too busy touching on you, feeling on you, and etc. Or he was more in tune with your mother than you. If we're going to have an honest to God adult conversation, this is the time to have it. You got to be able to get down to the root of it all. And if you are not adult enough to get down to the root of it, then you need to sit down and shut up. You better ask somebody.
Wow.
That's what people be doing. So it's so crazy to me when people say, or women say, I'm not happy. You know why you're not happy? Not you, but women out there. You're not happy because you expect that man to move like a woman. You didn't marry a woman, you married a man. Men are not emotional. Men don't want to talk, most masculine men, they're not going to talk all day, every day.
But most women have never sat in the presence of a real man, so they don't know how to handle one. They will make TikTok videos every day, all day about the type of man they want. But when that type of man that they want show up, it show and prove that they don't know how to handle it, because they will self-sabotage. They will mess it up. They will throw away. and they were friend zone. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me. Talk back to me. Talk to me.
They're covering the home. They're paying the bills.
They're mission focused.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that is why we as women are blessed to have girlfriends. That's why we as women, it's so important for us to have tribe so that we can talk about the things. Yes, we can talk about the things that rub us the wrong way in life, in relationship, and only have one or two in relationship, but in life,
right,
because your husband isn't going to talk about all these things, right? So I, in my mind, I think that a lot of women have a very distorted idea of what it actually means to be a wife, and aren't willing to do the work, which is why it's women that are initiating divorce.
But women of other races, they know what it takes to be a wife. Because as a youngin', this is how they was trained. This is what was put into them. And it shows. A woman will show you who she really is. A, over time, or B, before you even know it. Especially when you sit back and you watch how she move and you listen. She'll tell you everything you need to know. And then you make the decision. Is this woman wife material or not? Now, let's flip the coin a little bit. Woman was not taught how to be a wife, but she's willing to learn. I give her credit for that. Because she's willing to learn. She's willing to learn something different that is out of her element. But the very things that's serving and pleasing to her husband, she's going to do that. Why? Because she loves her husband. She wants the marriage to work, the union to work. So therefore, she's willing to do things different. She's open and available to learn. Because she wants to become better and be that of the wife that he needs her, wants her to be. Because if she does that, in return, he's going to do the same. So at the end of it all, it's a win-win for both.
Men are marrying a woman because he's saying, I'm choosing you and I'm going to stick with you. Women are saying, I'm choosing you, but you need to be who I need you to be. And when you're not that, I'm going to leave you. It's statistically proven because you're not happy. Irreconcilable differences. What does that mean? Do the work. So for me, divorce isn't on the table for me at all. The only thing that could make me divorce my husband, because I know who I chose. Now that's the important part, right? You have to choose
before
a person.
you get to this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
If the only thing, and this isn't who he is, but if Brock started beating me up, but then I'm not divorced, I'm a widow, and I'm serving life in prison. You think I'm joking? I'm not.
As a man, as a black man, as a black masculine king, I stand on that. Divorce is not on the table. Next time I get married, life is gonna hand us things. We're gonna come through all kind of storms, but it's how we weather those storms. It's how we get through it. How we function, how we behave, and how we work together while we in the midst of the storm is gonna dictate the outcome of the storm.
But then I'm not divorced, I'm a widow. So next question.
I'm a widow. Yes. And this is, he knows I'm a crazy. I know he's a crazy. I asked him, I said, baby, if you came home with me and I was with another man, what would you do? He was like, murder, suicide. There's no hesitation.
So why, and I think a lot of women speak to this, why so bold about the domestic violence and not the cheating?
I think because, first of all, cheating to me, I think there's a difference between cheating and an agreement. And I think a lot of women are in a full-blown agreement saying that it's cheating. You know that this man is cheating.
You know he's a cheater.
Yeah. No, not that he's a cheater. You know that he is cheating on you and you chose to stay. That is an agreement. Stop calling it cheating.
Wow.
It's different. As opposed to this man is deceptively betraying you behind your back, sneaking around, lying, doing all those different things, right? I didn't choose that person.
Come on.
I didn't choose that person. If anyone ever saw my husband out with another woman, I probably was like, well, guess we're polygamous now.
if you flip that coin to the other side, right? And a woman was doing those same things to her husband. Again, how would you handle it? You know? Because what Miss Sarah said is a two-edged sword statement. And something like that should be looked at from both sides.
I'm not joking. We have had the conversation about it. Our line of communication is so direct and so honest and so transparent. I don't know what it's like to be married for 10 years, 20 years,
Right.
30 years. I don't know.
I don't know what I'm gonna say.
I might be sick of him too.
In 2045.
Right.
Give me a second to get there.
And if it's like, okay, I get to have another, and this is the thing, I will never say never to nothing, right? If there's a younger woman that's gonna help with the kids, it's gonna help with the house, it's gonna whatever, and now she's a part of our family, I don't know. Do I see that for me?
Stop, Sarah.
I don't see that for me. However, is it impossible? I can't say it's impossible.
Okay, I get that.
You know what I mean? Like right now,
I can't say it's
it ain't
impossible when
happening.
I'm 56.
Right, I can't.
I don't know what I'm gonna say.
That's still young.
Let that young hoe help.
Right, yes, period. But 56 is still too young. I feel like when I'm like 66, and she like,
You said because at 56 I'm still gonna be looking like Holly Berry.
period. 55.
Man, you look at Holly Berry. Holly Berry is good for her age. Angela Bassett is still good for her age. But I get it. You see, these are those hard conversations that a large number of individuals do not want to have because it forces you to look at yourself versus look at each other. See, it's that thing called reality that when you have a conversation, when two people have a conversation with each other, and that reality hits, it can go either way. At the end of the conversation, this person is good for you, or this person is not. But hard conversations are worth having at the end of the day because it gives you a better understanding overall anything. And it also strengthens the communication between you two.